Hi everybody, welcome to the Buck Stops here. Today I want to do a little catch up and hodgepodge of a number of topics that I think are front burner issues for many of us, and so I wanted to just address those here this morning. First one I want to start with is simply what is faith thinking about and planning on depending on what happens with the coronavirus that seems to be spreading across the United States. First off, I'm recording this on Monday morning, and so things may change between now and when you see this. But as of right now, we are planning to do everything we can to keep you as healthy as you can, with maintaining as much normality as we can here at Faith. And so that simply means taking common sense approach to where you are and where we are as a church. So if you're worried about getting sick, or more importantly, if you have some underlying health conditions or are starting to feel sick, then please just stay home. That is the best thing you can do for yourself as well as everyone else here at Faith. So take advantage of that. If you're just concerned, no worries. We will miss you, and we look forward to being able to get together again. If you do decide to come, what we're going to do is we're going to suspend handshaking. If you want to, you can elbow bump somebody or simply just say hi to them. But we're going to try to limit as much physical contact as you can. I did see, I think it's called the Hunan handshake. It is simply standing on one foot and taking the other foot and touching the foot of the other person that you're saying hi to. That's one way to do it. If you want to, that would be great too. But we want to just take some common sense approaches there. There'll be hand sanitizer around. Make sure you wash your hands. Do all the things that you're hearing in the news and elsewhere. And we hope that this, God willing, would pass without too many difficulties and even fewer deaths. If, however, it takes a turn for the worse and we are told not to gather in large communities, so far that has not happened from everything that we're reading here at Faith. But if it does get to that point and we end up having to cancel a Sunday, we will let you know that through our website, Constant Contact, Facebook. And if you haven't signed up for Constant Contact yet, and I think we've tried to get as many people as we can, but you can go to our website and put in your email address to sign up for our weekly e-newsletter, I think is what it's called. And that will get you up-to-date information that we can send out that may come out more frequently if we're running into some more difficult scenarios. Also look for the prayer chain. We'll put stuff on that as well. So those are just a couple of ways that we will, if things do turn for the worse, that we'll keep in contact with you as we go forward. So take care and stay healthy around the coronavirus. The next thing I want to talk about is simply Alpha. Alpha has been a wonderful experience, and I know I've talked to a couple of you, and some of you are going, I'm getting a little tired of this. I'd like to go back to the sanctuary and have regular worship, and I hear that and I understand that. And what I want to say is that what we're doing here for Alpha through the end of the month, it'll run through the Sunday in the end of March. This is very much something that we are doing for all of us. We want this to be something that helps us ground our faith and understand our faith a little bit better. And you need to also understand that there are people who are experiencing the new depth of relationship with Christ as a result of this Alpha experience. And that's the bottom line for all of us, is we want to understand this process of Alpha, because Alpha is going to be one of those vehicles that we use that we're going to encourage you to say, who is it in your life that you think could benefit from attending Alpha, and invite them to come to Alpha with you. We'll have it being offered a couple times throughout the year. We're tentatively trying to plan for something maybe during the weekday evenings in summer. We'll see how that pans out, but we're thinking about that. And so this is a very important thing for us to know. So if we're inviting someone, we know what we are inviting them to, and we can answer their questions that they might have as well. So I invite you to hang in there with us, and we will be back to what might be considered more worship settings in the very near future. While we're talking about Alpha, I want to just simply remind you to plan to be at the Alpha Retreat. It's on Saturday, March 21st from 9 a.m. to 2. And it will be a good experience as we learn what it is to live with the Spirit that resides within us. And so I invite you to be a part of that. It will be a powerful day. So please plan on coming if you haven't already signed up to do that. More directly, next Sunday, right after church, we're going to have a chance to gather to talk about what's going on in terms of how we're beginning to reach out to our community. And if you're interested in finding out more about that, we're talking in particular about ways that we could maybe help at Eisenhower Elementary School in Hopkins. And so if you'd like to find out about what are some things that they're asking for and maybe we can help come alongside of them, we invite you to do that right after Alpha this coming Saturday. I think we'll meet in Faith Hall for that. And then want to let you know too, with Easter right around the corner, we're in the middle of Lent, we're planning right now that Palm Sunday and Easter Sunday, we will have worship in our activity center. I know that is disappointing to some of you, but we will have the tables removed and it'll be set up more like a typical sanctuary setting. And so I think it'll be a good experience for us in there as we move into a new place in our worship. And so plan to make time for that, and those services will begin at 10 a.m. We are going to continue to hold to a 10 a.m. worship service once we get back into a regular routine of worship after Alpha. And then one last thing too, we're going to have, during Holy Week, we will have a Good Friday service at 7 p.m. in Faith Hall. And so we invite you to come and be a part of that as we walk with Christ to the cross. And so just some quick updates and some of the things that are going on that I know you're talking about, that I'm thinking about. And I want to know that we're here for you and we're in this journey together. Remember when we said this was an adventure. It is an adventure. Sometimes adventures require us to continue to persevere and dig in. And that's what I'm encouraging all of us to do as we move through this Lenten season. And so I hope you have a good week. God bless and stay healthy. Bye-bye now.